Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'll be doing a review for the new HBO show True Detective. So this show premiered yesterday at January 12, 2014, and yeah, so this show is a drama, crime, mystery show, and it's its first season, obviously, and the first season consists of 8 episodes. Um, yeah. So this is gonna be almost like an anthology series, which means the series will be in the format of an anthology, which each season features a different cast of characters and story. Is how they describe it. So yeah. So as review goes, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then I'll rate it. Rate it. So yeah, basically this show features Tori Kittles, Michael Potts, Michelle Mongan, and the next two casts. I'm actually pretty surprised that they're here, but whatever. Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. I'm serious. I'm not. I'm serious. They're actually in this show. Yeah. I'll get down the road. I'll talk about that a little later, but whatever. Quick synopsis. Basically, it's the um basically Rust Cole and Martin Hart, which is Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, respectively. They're investigating this case and about this murder from the mid '90s. In '95, I believe, was the year. 20 years into like almost 20 years into the future, like 2012, I believe it was. Um, um, Maynard Gilbo and Thomas Papina, which is Michael Potts and Tori Kittles, respectively. They're investigating a case similar to the one that Rust and Martin um did. Basically, the case revolves around a murder, which seems to be kind of spiritual, religious, um, ritualistic type. And I say that because um, each murder has certain markings, but and each also each murder consists of a woman, and I think they're both redheads. I It looks like the one from the future was also a redhead, but I couldn't really tell. And also, they each had antlers. They also had a few more similarities, but those are the major ones I could tell right off the bat. I think they were redheads. I can't tell if the future one was redhead. She looked redhead, but whatever. So basically they cut from future and past as to how they will solve um this case, and in the future they each the future they're they're asking the older Martin and the older Rust on their thoughts on this detect this case and how they should go on solving it, and see what kind of similarities they could um get from these two cases. And yeah, now one of the things I really like, which I kind of touched upon this earlier, was Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson in the show. Usually the people who will be in movies, um you really don't expect them to be in TV shows unless it's you know maybe a cameo, but nothing bigger, maybe a guest star, but you wouldn't expect them to be in a show for like a full season or whatever. So yeah, um, you would expect them to be in a movie. Obviously, I mean, with Harrelson, he was in last year. He was in Now You See Me, Catching Fire. Years before, he was in Zombieland and then Hunger Games. So Michael McConaughey, he's been doing a very good comeback mean, he's gonna be in Interstellar, and he was in Mud. So that's how I could think of off the top of my head. Um, yeah. So it's good to see him doing a comeback. Which I really like, and I really didn't even expect him to be in this how do you say, in this role. You know, I mean, he was also in Dallas Buyers Club. Now that I remember, Man Wolf of Wall Street. He had like maybe two scenes if I can remember, but whatever. Um, yeah, but whatever. These aren't people you expect to see in a TV show besides a cameo or a guest star. So it's actually I like him a lot. Whatever. I almost got tongue twisted. Also, this show is slow. That's a warning. Now, but that's actually a good thing, because if this were a movie, the case would have been solved by the end of the show. It's very slow, but it makes sense for it to be slow, considering for the first season you have 8 episodes. So it's cool, and it's fresh, because most things are slow, it gets boring, but here they make it seem fresh and interesting, so it's a good idea for them to make it slow. Um, yeah, the acting is phenomenal. So um, the interaction between the two main characters, which are Woody Harrelson and McConaughey's main character, Cole and Hart, or Russ Cole, Martin Hart, whatever. It's a very interesting, and it's almost like good cop, bad cop type of thing. Rust or McConaughey being bad cop, and Wood and Harrelson, Martin being good cop. Also, I like the characters' aspects or personality, because they have a good mixture to it. I mean, mm, Woody Harrelson's character Martin Hart, he's like the deep South Southerner. Going the religious, has the family, goes to church, or seems like he goes to church, and on the contrary, Russ Cole, McConaughey, whatever, he's like this atheistic, pessimistic type of person who really doesn't believe in God or anything. So their personalities combine, which I think which is pretty interesting to see. Yeah, the transition between future and past, I think they do it very well. I really can't say many complaints about this. I mean, the beginning is a little bit confusing. It does get a little bit confusing at times, but not by much. I mean, not by much. I mean, drama is spot on. So I mean, really, I really can't say many bad things. Many bad things about this premiere. I mean, also the good thing is they took out all the commercials. I mean, it's HBO, so they're not gonna have any commercials. So that's another good thing in my opinion. So yeah, and the plot, it's intriguing and it's interesting. I like it. It seems a little bit silly and doesn't really, and it sounds like it's not gonna work at first, but it actually does work a lot. As I said before, my only complaint is that it does get a little bit confusing, especially towards the beginning. But besides that, it's an overall good show. So that's basically it. For the rate, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'd have to put this at a 8.75. I mean, it's right there in between, a little bit more over. Um, it's a decent show. I am gonna check it out next week or later this week, whatever. Because it does seem like an interesting show, which I would like to see again and again. Hopefully, they succeed for next week, and whatever, we'll see. Yeah. So far, there have out of 3 new shows I've reviewed, 2 of them have actually been pretty good. I mean, I reviewed Helix and what's it called? Intelligent. Intelligent was Helix was really good in my opinion, but whatever. You could check that review for that on my channel somewhere else. Just click on my name, which should be right there. Search Helix and whatever. So yeah, that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart. Remember to subscribe. I do also do movie reviews, other types of TV show reviews, action figures, comic books. I review those too. Comment below on your thoughts on the show if you've seen it already or do you want to see it. Give your thoughts out. Do you think it should be higher than 8.75 or lower? So yeah, comment below on that too. Share on Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, or Vine, or whatever you guys prefer, and to your friends, families, neighbors about me, my channel, and maybe even the show, because it is actually a pretty cool show. And for now, that's basically it. This is Daniel Mart signing off.